What's up, everyone? So I told you guys I'm heading downtown. Alright, I can go. My bad, sorry guys. I told you guys I'm heading downtown, and I told you guys that one of the best places in Detroit, Michigan to visit was Southwest Detroit culture-wise, But Southwest Detroit is known for the Mexicans, the Latin community, the Latino community, You got your Cubans, Mexicans, you got all this stuff. They're not, different dialects, languages. Kind of same thing goes with Arabic people, Middle Eastern people. I lived in Dearborn and many times, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm actually cutting through Dearborn, heading to Detroit. I'm on a bike. The best way really to get downtown from the west side, just ride down Michigan Avenue. It goes straight through. It'll take you straight downtown. Plus, I want to tell you guys about Dearborn. Dearborn is really ethnic. Has a really ethnic background. Most of them are Muslims, and now today, and before that, it wasn't. It was mostly Polish and Italians. And the Arabics moved in, they the Polish and Italians, they moved out, and then all the Arabics and blacks moved in, and it's a rough neighborhood over there. But it's got the best food. They got the best food, best people, Motown. Listen, if you want good food, you want to meet real people, real people, not, that, you know what I'm talking about. You got to come down to Dearborn. One, it's the cheapest place to eat. You and your wife or girlfriend can eat for $10 and eat breakfast. Seriously, and be full. That's hard to do when you travel. That's why I'm bringing it up. If you ever come to Dearborn, go to Warren Road. Google Warren Road. Golden Bakery is probably my favorite. And Alamir for dinner. Golden Bakery for breakfast. Alamir for dinner. You're winning. You're winning. You're living large, man. Serious, for cheap too. That's how I have to live. And that's how I live. And I love it. But you gotta come down here, man. I'm almost downtown Dearborn. It's beautiful here. I grew up down here. My grandma used to bring me down here a lot. During the winter, for the ice sculptures, they used to have, during the winter, they would have contests and have ice sculpture contests. They have the chainsaws out. And this was during the 90s. They don't do that no more. It's kind of funny because Dearborn, it's so populated with Arabic people and people with traditions and stuff. They stopped putting up Christmas stuff for a while and lights, and because it was against their religion or something, I don't know. But they put them back up now. But so there's Noah's Deli. That's a good place to go to. A lot of people prefer that place for deli sandwiches, Noah's Deli. But that's where most people go when they're over here. But I go to Lyle's Corned Beef. The reason why I go there is because the place, one, has been there longer. Two, the way they make it is old style, their corned beef, and they haven't changed it. It's been like this forever. From the family, the way they make their ham and bean soup and all that, and it's cheaper than Noah's Deli, believe it or not. I like their buns, and I just like the way they make the food. It's just old style. It's just better to me. I don't know. I'm really like that though. But it's funny, man. Blow my fucking nose. I don't feel like grabbing a fucking. When you ride a lot, dude, your nose just runs, man. Because you're breathing all that air in, and that's another thing I want to talk about: yoga and breathing. People don't properly breathe. And I still don't. If you study you know, yoga and the proper breathing and stuff, and you start doing it, and you realize that you're not breathing properly. Most people don't breathe through the stomach. They only breathe really lightly, you know, just enough air in the lungs, and they let it out. And that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fill up your stomach, and then your chest, and then blow it out your mouth. You're supposed to breathe in the air only through your nose. There's a reason for it. One, it filters the air, and you should never breathe out your mouth. I mean, in with your mouth, really. I mean, obviously you do, but if you're not conscious of it, you don't know to do it, you know? But when you're riding as far as I do, your mouth gets dry, and, you know, you travel as much as I do, you don't have water, or, you know, you run out of water, you don't think about this stuff normally. When I first started traveling, it was rough, because I would be, you know, going places and forgetting shit, not knowing I needed it, like, realize, like, fuck. But there's Laos, Queen Bee. They're only open, like, COVID fucked a lot of shit up, man. It's not open all the time like it used to be. I'm surprised it's even doing business though. A lot of places closed. But if you gotta, like, you gotta come down to Dearborn for food. If you like Middle Eastern food, and, you know, like hummus and tabbouleh and shawarmas and, you know, all that other stuff, you gotta come down to Dearborn if you really want the best food. The cheapest food too, when it comes to Middle Eastern food. So there's the Arab American National Museum. I've been in there when I was younger. I haven't been in there in a while. This used to be, the old Obama used to be Hudson's back in the day. Got my first bike in Hudson's. It was crazy. Right before they closed, it was the last Hudson's in this area. I remember it. I got a yellow bike. It was like a dirt bike. It looked like a dirt bike. My real dad got it for me. If I think about it, thinking about it now, I just had an epiphany. So, I just said something that I just realized. I'm gonna tell you guys. So my mom, most of my memories when I was younger, my mom kept me away from my real dad. So I was about 6 or 7, and he come looking for me, and he come riding down the side street one time, and I seen him. But now that I forgot about, like, the memory, like, I knew I had the bike, I remember getting the bike, but now I was just talking about it, speaking about it, it just hit me, man. I didn't have any, like, I've always used to try to think about memories I had in the past of my real dad, and I couldn't think of any before that one incident when he was coming down the side street. And this whole time, I really thought that I didn't know my dad before that. And it just hit me that I have that memory of him buying me that bike. And I don't know if it was him and my grandma or if it was my stepdad. It's frustrating me right now, and I'm pretty sure it was my real dad, man. And my grandma. I don't even have them to ask, really. I mean, my grandma, I don't know, she ain't gonna remember. Maybe. I'm gonna ask him. It's crazy. But another reason why I wanted to make a video now, heading down here, is I'm almost through Dearborn. I'm about to head into Southwest Detroit, which then you go Southwest Detroit, and then you hit downtown Detroit. But you know, you can go all those places downtown, spend a lot of money. I mean, that's what you want to do, go all for it. But if you really want good food, you know, cheaper, go down Michigan Avenue and stop at Telway. If you like sliders and hamburgers, that's the best place, man, in Detroit. You gotta go there. You gotta go to Telway and get the coffee as well. These guys nice, they let me go, you know. You gotta go there. not only do they have the best hamburgers, but they say they put crack in the coffee. And it's funny because during the day, like in the morning, you'll see line, like this place gets packed just for their coffee. And people always wonder what was in their coffee. And one of my brother's friends, Sean, said that he thinks it's the cups. And he says the reason why is because sometimes they'll run out of the cups that they use and they'll use different cups, and you can tell that the business, like he thinks there's like a film inside of the cup for the cups they always use. There's like a film, the way they process it, and he thinks people are addicted to it. And it's possible, thinking about it, because he said when they changed the cups for a while, they lost business and they went back to the cups that they were using. I think maybe it was just people thought maybe different owners or something, who knows. It's just funny to me. But I'm about to go there. I'm hungry. I gotta get something to eat. I'm gonna go ride down the river where I was in Margarita, where I took her, and show you guys the Detroit River downtown by the GM building, the Hart Plaza, where everybody likes to walk. Everybody parks over there and they get out and hang out for the day, go smoke weed, have a few drinks, hang out with the family, listen to music, they'll have picnics, they'll walk the river, hold hands. It's a great dating place. And, they got concession stands down there and stuff, all that. I'm trying to get down there and it's starting to get cool. I brought my hoodie. I checked the weather this morning. It wasn't too bad. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be alright with just a hoodie and shorts. Plus I'm riding, so I'm always hot. I'm almost there. I was figuring I'd get a video and show you guys Telway. And then, take a video of the Detroit life downtown. Head home and crash. Figure out what I gotta do tonight. Still bourbon. So, I'm gonna be making videos about yoga and diet because of my stomach problems, and my life. You guys have seen my life. That's why I'm making videos about it, But, so today so far, let's see what time it is. It's 4:22, so far, all I've had today is 2 Red Bulls and 2 grilled cheeses. That's it. That's all I've had today. And a couple swigs of milk. I'm serious. That's all I've had today. And I'm hungry. I'd be fine if I wouldn't have rode. Like if I would have stayed at home or say I'm on the boat, I would have been fine the rest of the day. I'd probably just snack a little bit tonight. That's it. And I'm not gonna be drinking coffee every day on the boat and stuff. I'm gonna save all that stuff for when I need it. When I'm, worn out, or I might enjoy a cup in the morning. 1 cup a day. We'll see. Margarita is gonna be doing a lot of that stuff. That's what she enjoys doing. I'm gonna be programming and I'm gonna be, sailing, charting weather and stuff for us, And she knows it. She knows that I gotta do all that stuff, And she's gonna be up there with me too, learning that stuff. We both gotta learn it. So, I'm gonna be diving, She's gonna be diving with me too. So, but the thing with the vessel is someone's always gotta be in the vessel at all times. If that vessel's on the water, somebody's gotta be on that boat. Period. The only way that boat's empty is if it's in the marina mooring. If it's out anywhere in the bay, anywhere, there's gotta be someone on the boat at all times. So therefore, if I'm diving or she's diving, I gotta be on the boat. Or she's gotta be on the boat cooking or whatever it is, whatever that needs to be done. Because we gotta, we're sailing from one port to another port, and then, we're gonna be docking and stuff, I'm gonna be, finding places that nobody are and just throw an anchor out, for a week, and just write my book and, just spend time with Margarita. I'll have internet and stuff, but I won't be on the internet that much, I'll be on there to upload videos and stuff and, do the stuff I need to do. But other than that, it's gonna be really slow living. Really slow living. That's what I want. That's what I want. Plus, they give me more time. The programs I've been writing, man, this stuff's hard. And the stuff I'm doing is very, it's serious stuff. And I want people, I have potential to make a lot of money. So I gotta make sure that the program's right. And I don't know, I can never find time here. Like at night, I gotta make money every day to pay for bills and all that other stuff, and I don't make enough money just yet to, I can take a week off at a time and finish writing and programming, so that's why it's so important for me to do this now. And most people that sail around the world are in their 30s, 20s, 30s. You think I'm gonna sail around the world in my 40s, 50s? Unless it's a yacht, I'm not going to be able to jib and do all that other, physical stuff in my 40s, 50s, around the world until maybe when I have experience in a bigger boat, and I have more people. But now in a little boat, I got to be fit, man. I got to be at a point. My life depends on it, and so do other people's. And the people that come on the boat too, they got to be fit. I'm not just going to be bringing anyone on my boat for these spiritual, getaways. It's not going to happen. I won't allow it to because then you're putting my life at risk. Because you don't know, one, you don't know what you're doing, two, you know what I mean? You're not putting the effort into wanting to know what you're doing. Therefore, you're putting me at risk. So, and I know that, so I won't allow it. Those Jags are nice. I took a motor out of one, the V12, the XJS V12s. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. They're quick though. They're fast cars. They're all automatics, but a couple people have done the swaps, the five-speed swaps, and they're hard to do because you gotta source like the trans and you gotta source like the pilot bearing and all this other stuff. And they're from different vehicles, and they don't sell the kit like they used to back in the 90s. They used to have a company that did it over here in Detroit. Ugh. Swallowing my nose is draining, man, from all this shit. So hard riding, dude. Should be almost a tell why I'm hungry. Starving, dude. I can't wait to have some hamburgers. I only got $5 to spare, and I got $1 on me. That's all I'm trying to spend today. I'm not trying to spend more than $50. I already spent $50 today, pretty much. That's a lot. That's more than, like, if I'm not buying something, that's a lot for me. I don't spend that much money on me every day, unless I'm buying clothes or something. And I gotta. That's another thing I'm struggling with marijuana. Do I bring it with me? I got to figure out what states it's legal and what states it's not. I can't get in trouble. So that's planning all that stuff, and and I don't have to have it, so, but I got to figure out where I can get that stuff in different places, in different countries, I got to have connections. It's not easy around the world. But I'm not doing anything stupid, man. I'm just going out there to live, man. I'm living on the boat. That's what I want to do. Live in a boat and everybody's gonna see it. Man, it smells over here. Holy shit. It smells like ass. I don't know, it doesn't smell like dead animal. It smells like rotten diaper. Fucking gross. This guy's. You good, bro? Yeah, he's good. He's got somebody with him. His car died. He's pushing his car. I was gonna go help him, but he's got somebody with him following behind him already. Yeah, we're in We're in the Southwest now. We are in the hood. It gets rough over here, man. I have been in some shit over here. I had a 1991 Mercury Capri convertible, a little Barbie car, and it's built. It's a Mazda 323 drivetrain, 1.6 turbo, and I had work done to it. The car did 160, no problem. That's fast. I could get a 994 and I could get to 160 in this car. That's fast. Especially if you Google it and see what it is. You're gonna laugh and you're not gonna believe me either. That's the funny thing. But you can get that car to do 160, no problem. The XR2 turbo, if you upgrade the turbo, you lighten the flywheel, you do a little bit of force induction work. You do a little trans work, and I had Toyo proxies on it all the way around. With the stock rims too. I blowing flames out the back of that thing. I had a Fidanza light and flywheel on it. The car was fast, man. It didn't have torque. It did not have torque. Like a truck would spank the shit out of it. You know what I mean? Off the line and get it all the time, but I'm telling you, man, you could ride that car up to $160. And what's crazy is you could, it's front wheel drive, but you could get into the corners. I only had to slow down to about 100, 110. Hitting the corners, all those heavy cars, they got to slow down to about 70 and 80. So even though they're blowing past me on all the straights, I'm catching up to them on all the turns, and I'm having more fun in the turns than they are. I'm banking those turns at 110. They're not. So you got to put that in perspective. I had a lot more fun than they did. For sure. Yeah, we're almost at Tollway. I'm just getting a couple sliders. Hopefully they're open at Sunday. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that at all. But if I remember correctly, it's always actually open 24/7, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've been down here. Last time I've been down here actually was while I was working at Ferris, which was almost a year ago. Yeah, see guys, laundromat. This is, Latino community, 100%. Got a lot of blacks and whites through here, Arabics. But the Arabics are more towards like South End, which is Dearborn. It's where it butts up against Southwest Detroit. I used to deliver papers there with my dad a long time ago, in the early 2000s. Used to make good money too. It's funny because at 2 in the morning, the mosque will, down in South End Dearborn, the mosque will start ringing the bell and all that. They'll start, singing over the loudspeakers, Arabic. And you'll see them all come out like single file line to go worship the Lord. Because they worship the Lord 5 times a day, Prophet Muhammad said he said to worship the Lord 5 times a day. That's why I believe that he was a prophet, in a sense. Because, he wanted to do right, he did right, But I also believe that the Quran, when you read it, was really to control a massive amount of people, religiously. If you can just tell, look how they treat their women, like Sharia law and stuff, if you read the Bible, Jesus didn't expect much from people. I shouldn't say expect much from people. He didn't want much from people. He didn't. He wanted people to have a good life, He wanted people to, understand who God was, and, he wasn't strict like that, He had a temper. He definitely had a temper. You read, it simply says he'd go into the churches and flip the tables, and, you can imagine him grabbing the table, having to flip it out of anger, you know what I mean? Because people are prostituting, and they're prostituting women out of the church, or, they're selling animals to you know, for way more than what they should be charged for the worship, you know, the sacrificing. These people are traveling from, you know, the whole family, you know, hundreds of miles to come worship at your church, and then you're raping them for money, you know, and selling them a fucking goat for $1,000. Jesus was upset, you know, because they were using God to make money, and that's why like this YouTube, man, it's gonna be frustrating because I know how people are. And it's just how they are, and I don't really care. Doing it anyways. I'm almost at Telway. Thought I was gonna be there sooner. There's McDonald's, all that stuff. I don't really like going to that McDonald's. It's always like in the morning it's okay. The morning staff is pretty straight for the most part. So I used to stop in here on my way to Ferris a lot. So I was living here on Michigan Avenue out of a motel. But fucking was expensive when I came home. $1,300 a month. 3, 6, 9, 12, $1,200 a month. But they started charging, went from $300 to $350. So it ended up being like almost $1,400 a month. But you know, I was making $1,400 to $1,600 a week. So yeah, that was hard work though. 72 hours to here we go. Telway, we're here. I'm telling you, come here to get food. Just, you know, you see Detroit down there. You can see the city line. But yeah, you gotta come here. You gotta stop here, man. I'm telling you. It's the best place. See, you can tell everybody's here. Everybody's like hanging out. My fucking legs are dead. I still gotta ride back. It's alright. I'm telling you, I was riding and it sucks. This shit just drains. It's rough. I gotta get my money out. My whole $5. Thank you. Yeah, food. I'm so hungry. I got more than $5. I'm winning. I got $8, people. It's awesome. Lots of receipts. Remember, I told you save every single receipt. Don't forget. Pick people's receipts off the ground. Put them in your wallet. You can claim them. Serious. I'll tell you a story. I have many real stories.
¿Cuánto va a ser? How much? Okay.
Did you already order or no? You were here before me, weren't you?
No, you was here.
No? Alright. I don't want to skip on people. Thanks. This place be slapping, I'm telling you.
I guess search that
This place will have a line all the way around it sometimes. Serious. The place is awesome. That's why I tell you everybody to come down here. I told her I'd do YouTube. I told everybody don't go down there for food. Come here. Seriously. Cheap too. That boy was flying. He's asking for it. In the hood? They're flying like that too? All you gotta do is have someone cut in front of you. I ain't worried about taking you. You ain't catching me. I'm worried about getting killed. People drive like retards over here.
Thank you.
Large double in the nutty donut.
It's pretty cheap, man. Hamburgers, $1.55. Probably gonna get coffee too. I need some caffeine. It's gonna be a long night.
More cheese, no pickles, no burners.
Burners. So, I'll touch on that in a minute.
More cheese and burners. Oh.
So,
How can I have it?
may I have 3 cheeseburgers and a large coffee?
Why did I be on video?
Is that better?
Why you got the video camera on?
It's always on 24/7.
Oh, is it?
I run a YouTube. You're famous now. You should be happy. I'm serious.
What you getting now?
I need 3 sliders and a large coffee. I got $8.
Everything on them?
Yes, please.
How you want your coffee, hon?
Just triple, please.
What do you run on YouTube, honey?
I travel the world and I do a lot of stuff about testimony, Jesus, and my life and other people's lives.
What a great man are you?
I've only been to prison 3 times, so I'm not great. Trust me. The only one's good is Jesus.
As long as you know who Jesus is. You are great.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. That is very true. God bless.
God bless you, honey.
Thanks.
Here you go, baby. Three hamburgers and a triple.
Thank you so much. Y'all ladies have a good night, okay? I'm so excited. You have no idea how happy. It's kind of awkward sometimes when you go on places that's so quiet like that. You want to talk. But people enjoy quiet, you know? So that's why it's quiet. But yeah, I don't know if you ever had a Verner's. Verner's is like, people swear by it. I don't know. If you ever get a Verner's, try it. It's weird. It's a ginger ale pop, but people say it's like, they swear that it's like the cure for like an upset stomach when you're sick. Like people, I swear, people in Michigan, well, that's what they do. They go get a Verner's when they're sick, and it does work. It's worked for me. I was gonna show you guys a hamburger real quick. But you gotta, so I said save all your receipts. Save every single receipt, even ones on the ground. Because I told you guys in another video, per diem, right? You can claim receipts. They don't have proof of who paid for that receipt. You know what I mean? Just make sure it was paid for cash, not card. Make sure it was a cash receipt. And then you can claim it. And I did this to one of my bosses once in Disney World. He took me to Disney World and I had $2,000 on me for the week, and he told me to save all my receipts for food because he was going to claim them. He'd give me the money back. I was like, all right, So here I am. I hand him like $750 worth of receipts and food. And he's like, you spent that much money on food? I'm like, yeah. He's like, no way. I'm like, yeah. And he was able to claim it though, and he gave me $750 back. And I only spent like $200. So he didn't lose out on money. The government paid money and I had money in my pocket. Win-win situation. So there's another way to make money. Just so you know. Fuck the government. But yeah, this is what they look like. This is what they look like right here. They're amazing, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta get one. They're just, you know, they're hot, they're steamy, you know what I mean? They're good. They're good. And they fill you up. You know? I'm gonna enjoy my food, my coffee, and then I'm gonna head downtown and talk to you guys later. So see you guys later. Peace out.